The dim glow of neon lights illuminated the smoky air in a bustling intergalactic tavern. Amid the laughter, deals, and whispers of 100 alien tongues, a lone figure sat in the farthest corner, cloaked in the shadows. Rex, a seasoned assassin of the Black Hand Guild, nursed a dark, frothy drink in silence. His mandibles clicked rhythmically, a habit developed from years of stalking prey in hostile environments. The scars crisscrossing his chitinous frame told stories of battles survived, victories won, and horrors witnessed. Across from him sat a jittery GNA alien. Its translucent skin shimmered under the dim light, betraying the racing pulse beneath. Wide-eyed and desperate, the GNA leaned in, whispering in a hushed, trembling voice, "I need them dead." A human, they've interfered with things beyond their comprehension. Rex's multifaceted eyes narrowed. His mandibles stilled for a moment before he spoke, his voice low and cold. "We don't kill humans." The GNA flinched, disbelief etching across its face. "That's impossible," it stammered. "You're Black Hand. You kill anything for the right price." Rex leaned back in his seat, a low growl rumbling from his throat. "Anything except humans." The GNA's translucent skin darkened in frustration. "Why not? They're just—" Rex silenced him with a sharp, deliberate click of his mandibles. "Just what? Mortals? Weak? Small?" He leaned forward, his tone heavy with the weight of something ancient, something unspoken. "You don't know what you're asking." The GNA slammed a trembling fist on the table, rattling nearby drinks and drawing wary glances from patrons. "Then I'll find someone else." Rex chuckled, a deep, throaty sound that carried more menace than mirth. "You can try. But no one in this galaxy will take that contract. Not if they have any sense." The GNA's voice faltered, anger giving way to confusion. "Why, they can't be invincible. They're just humans." Rex's mandibles clicked again, this time in a grim imitation of a smile. "Oh, they bleed. They die. But killing one—" He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in. "It's not worth it. Not the consequences." The GNA blinked, its wide eyes darting nervously. "What consequences?" Rex downed his drink in a single gulp, slamming the empty glass on the table with a resounding thud. He scanned the room, ensuring no one was listening too closely, before leaning in. His voice dropped to a conspiratorial whisper. "Have you ever heard of the Delpan Empire?" The GNA nodded slowly. "Of course. They ruled half the galaxy before they fell. Mysteriously." Rex's mandibles clicked rhythmically as he began his tale, his voice cutting through the ambient noise of the bar like a blade. "Centuries ago, the Delpan Empire was unstoppable. They burned through the galaxy like wildfire, conquering worlds, enslaving species, breaking armies as easily as snapping twigs. And then they set their sights on a small, unassuming system. The Sol system, the human system." Rex nodded. "Back then, humanity was primitive, just beginning to explore their own stars. To the Delpan, they were easy prey. A death world, sure, but the Delpan had conquered worse. They thought it would be over in days." The GNA leaned forward, enraptured. "But it wasn't?" Rex chuckled darkly. "It took them a month just to break through Earth's defenses. That should have been the first warning. Humans dug in, fought with every scrap of strength they had. Even when their cities burned, even when their armies fell, they resisted. They never gave up. But the Delpan won, didn't they?" "Oh, they thought they did." Rex's eyes gleamed with dark amusement. "They enslaved the humans, forced them into labor camps, and moved on to their next conquest. But humans, he paused, clicking his mandibles thoughtfully. Humans don't break like other species. They wait. They adapt. The GNA's breathing quickened. What did they do? They learned. They studied Delpan technology, reverse engineered it, perfected it, all under the noses of their captors. And when the time was right, they struck. Not just on Earth, but across every Delpan-controlled world. In less than 5 years, the Delpan Empire collapsed. The humans didn't just fight back. They dismantled the empire from within, turning its own technology against it. The GNA's mouth hung open in shock. But they're just one species. How? Rex raised a hand, silencing him. They're not just one species. There's something else entirely. After the Delpan fell, others tried their luck. The RYK, the Murian Coalition, even the Zulker Consortium. All of them failed. He leaned in closer, his voice barely above a whisper. Humans are unpredictable. You never know what they'll do next. And if you kill one, they'll find out. They always find out. And when they do... The GNA shuddered. Rex leaned back, his mandibles clicking in satisfaction. You're not just facing one human. You're facing all of them. And they won't stop until you're dust. That's why no assassin, no mercenary, no killer with a brain will take a contract on a human. The GNA sat in stunned silence, the weight of Rex's words pressing down on him like a black hole. Rex stood, tossing a few credits onto the table. Consider this a free lesson. Humans, we don't kill them. Not because we can't, but because we know better. With that, he disappeared into the shadows, leaving the GNA staring at his drink, suddenly aware that some things in the galaxy were far more dangerous than they seemed.